Hey guys, Linda here. Come back at you finally with another video. Sorry guys, been having some family issues going on, so I'll just post a video whenever I can. Just got a little sickness going on in my family right now, so I'm just gonna post when I can. Hopefully I still can get a video up. I think I missed last week and week before last, I'm not for sure, but I'll try to get make up for those or get some videos up. I'm gonna try to still keep my videos coming. They might not be coming as often, but I still will try to get some videos up. Yeah, life. So today I just wanted to come and I'm gonna redecorate this. I decorated for fall. Now I'm gonna put up a few decorations for Christmas. I don't have all the decorations. I want to put some lights over here, but I don't have the lights yet, so I'm gonna have to go buy some lights. But I'm gonna take down my fall decoration. I hate to take my fall decoration down. I really enjoyed it, and I love fall. That's my time of year, is fall. But we're gonna take these down for now and put up a little bit over Christmas. I really didn't feel like decorating for Christmas. Like I said, I got some family stuff going on right now. Didn't feel like decorating for Christmas, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. Sorry guys, the phone ringing. Hopefully my sister will get it. Okay. Let's see what over here. I think I might let that stay up. And another thing about decorating, I was like, where am I gonna put all this stuff? My house is not that big, and I'll be like, where am I gonna put all this stuff? I think I'm gonna let that stay up. Put this and put it up. Put my little cards here. Put them up. Put right there. It's over here. It's over here. And take this up. How's everything going with y'all? You never know what the year is going to bring. Like I said, I got some little sickness going on in my family right now that we're dealing with. I'm trying to deal with that. Like I said, I didn't really feel like putting up anything, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Maybe to make me feel better. A little festiveness. And like I said, got to find somewhere to put this. I'm going to let this stay up because, like I said, I like fall, so I'm going to let this stay up. And I got some Christmas stuff over here. Just a little bit of Christmas stuff. Got here. I had this up last time. Put my little festive tablecloth here, or desk. I don't know if I want to have it hanging over or move this out of the way. Move this. I don't know if I want to have this hanging over or I might let it hang over. I'll fold it under. Let's see which works. Move this out of the way. I know I said I was going to come back and do a reading update. I didn't get to do that. So I'll just come back and do a wrap up for, was it October and November, I think? October and November. I'll just come back and do a wrap up. Because I read quite a few books. I did get some books read. Let's see here with this. I think I'm going to fold it. I think that'll work. work. And put this back over here. Put my books back over here. I can remember how I had them. I don't think I had it like that. And I think I had my light. Turn this on, maybe you can see a little bit better. I would put this on this side, but then it got all these little stickers here. I don't know why they always put this. Got the little stickers on here. So I'll just turn it on that side, if you can see it there. And put these back over here. And I'm going to put this back down here. And I'm going to keep this just a little bit of my fall leaves here. A little bit of those because I have this. Put it there with some fall. The little fall leaves up in there. Just a little bit. Stick that over in there. And I got my little tree here. I think I got some lights on here. I got to go probably change the battery in here. Put some batteries in here. But I got my little tree here. Put that over, maybe, where do I need to sit that? Over here? No, over here. Maybe I sit it right here. Or on top of here. I'm going to sit it on top of here. I'm going to give me some batteries and put in here. I don't know. I'm not a decorator. So I don't know. Do I like it right there? Or do I like it up here? I think I'm gonna sit it right there. I hope it'll stay right there. That up there. And what else I got? Put this over here. And where's the other stuff? Here's my cup. My cup over there. Put this up here. See that? And move that and set that up there. Put my frog back up there. Set that over there. And what else I got? Where should I put my little lovebirds here? I don't know if they're gonna stand up right there. Oh, they might make it. Okay. I'll leave them right there. Put the little love sign right there. And put that over there. Put it right here. I don't know. Let's set that over there. Is there anything else? I think that's it. I need to put some batteries in here for the light. Next time I show you with that lit up. But I think that's going to be it. give you a little view here. It's not a whole lot. There's my tree. And a little tablecloth here. It's not a lot. I'm not gonna put a lot up. And you can see right there. You see how I look with a book. Here we go. Can you see down there? Yeah, there you go. I think it look all right. So that's my little Christmas decoration. That was good and quick. All right, guys, the next video I should be coming up with is going to be my little wrap up for October and November, and this is one of the books that I read. I think I read this in October, I think. So I will be doing that coming up next. It'll probably be added onto this video here, because this is not a long video, but I just wanted to let you see my little setup here. I'm loving it. I like it. All right, guys. Until my next video coming up, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I'm back. Coming to you with my October, November wrap up. Finally coming to you to get this wrap up. I hope I can remember these books, because I read quite a few. Well, this one I read in October. That's why I did an October, November wrap up, because I only read one book, and it was this one, The Body in the Backyard by Lucy Score. I gave this a 3.5. It was okay. This is book number 4 in the Riley Thorne series. This is on Riley Thorne and her fiance, Nick Santiago. Riley is a psychic and Nick is a private detective. In this one, this pick up from book number 3. If you've read the Riley Thorne series, this picks up from book number 3. She's throwing a party for her fiance, Nick, and her ex-husband shows up in trouble, said that he needs her help. He needs Nick to investigate because somebody is trying to kill him, and it goes from there. It was okay. Like I said, I gave it a 3.5. Lucy Score, she was doing a little bit too much in here, trying to she's known for her comedic stuff in her books, but this one was just, sometimes her books just be a little bit over the, it'd be doing a little bit too much for me with the comedic stuff, because I would like a little bit, it didn't have to be that serious, but it don't, just a good mix of serious with comedic. This one, it was just doing a little bit too much. If you read the Riley Thorne series, it got a bunch of old people in here, because in the first book, Riley was living in this mansion. I guess it was owned by this older person, and it was like a I would call it a retirement home. It's just a lot of older people live there, and she meets Nick, and they end up buying a house right next door to the people that she used to live to. So they're always coming over their house. So in this one, the older people are living there with Nick and Riley, because the roof fell in on their house, so they're staying there with them till they get the roof repaired, and it's a lot of hijinks going on. But like I said, it was okay. I gave it a 3.5. I would recommend the Riley Thorne books. It was all right. I liked the first one because that's where she first meet Nick. That was my favorite, and all the rest of them are okay. And this is book number 4, The Body in the Backyard. And next up, I read Play Along, I think, by Liz Tom Ford. Here it is. This is a sports romance. I hope you can see it there. It's a sports romance. I gave this a 4.0. I enjoyed it. This was on, I can't remember. It's been a while since I read this, but this is book number 4. So this is the brother. He's the brother to the guy in book number 3. And I forgot what the name of that book was, but he in the third book, you will meet him, and he has a crush on the sports. She's like the sports doctor, or she helps the doctor or something like that. She gives them massages, And, if they have problems, they go to her and she try to help them, figure out what's going on, if they need a massage, if they need to go to the doctor or whatever. So he been having a crush on her ever since book number 3. I think that is book number 3. Yeah, because this is book number 4. And in this one, he finally ends up getting together with her because they're in Las Vegas. He's in Las Vegas. I guess they're celebrating. Did they win the World Series? I can't remember. But he was in Las Vegas selling something. He was in Las Vegas celebrating something with his buddies. And he ends up seeing her there. And she's there because her stepsister is getting married to her fiance. Because in the 3rd book, she's engaged to this guy. And that's why he really never talked to her, because he knew she was engaged. But once once her and her fiance break up, yeah, he started feeling like he might have a chance. So, like I said, he meets her there in Las Vegas, and he meets her there, and he finds out that she has come to Las Vegas for her stepsister, and her stepsister is engaged to the guy that she used to be engaged to. Yeah, it's a lot going on. So that's why she wasn't happy. So him and her take off. They're going around Las Vegas together, and of course, they end up getting married by Elvis. So it's gonna go from there. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I would recommend it. I gave it four stars. I didn't like it as much as I liked the first book in the series. I think I read the first book. I haven't read the second book, but I read the 3rd book and I read this one. I need to go back and read the second book because everybody said the second book is really, 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 really good. But I just haven't got around to reading it yet. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. How I skipped that one and then end up reading the last 2 books. These last 2 books, the 3rd and the 4th book. But play along. I recommend it. I give it 4 stars. Sports romance, marriage of convenience. He falls first. He failed a long time ago. He falls first, and she has to figure her way out to falling in love with him, because mostly her, because he already there, and it's her figuring out and falling in love with him, because she's really a workaholic. So she ends up falling in love. Her finding her way to falling in love with him. I give it a 4.0. Of 4 stars. And what next did I have? I read Tessa Bailey, The All Pair Affair. This is in the Windy City series, book number 4. And this is in the Big Shot series. This is book number 2. I read book number 1, really, really enjoyed it. And so I had to get book number 2. I enjoyed this one too. Not as much as I love the first one, but I did give this one a 4 stars. This is on Tallulah. She's friend with the female in the first book. And you do meet these 2 characters in the first book. And he's a hockey player, yeah. He's a hockey player, and in the first book, she ends up agreeing to being his au pair or his babysitter, watching his daughter while he played. He goes and plays hockey. He was looking for a person to watch his daughter for him, like a live-in nanny. So she agrees to that in the first book. So in this one, she started having second thoughts about being his nanny. I forgot what happened, why she had second thoughts about that. But eventually she ends up agreeing to be the nanny, and it goes from there. And he falls first because as you'll see if you read the first book, you'll see that where he's really taken with her. And I really enjoyed it. It had some good moments in here. I gave it a 4.0. So it's on a hockey player, and she's going to school. She's in school. She's a marine biologist. She's very smart. She's a marine biologist, and I really did enjoy it. The All Pair Affair. I like Tessa Bailey writing, and I gave this a 4 star. Check it out. Book number 2 in the Big Shots series. Next I read, what else did I have? Jump On, I'm gonna have to find this one. Jump On 3 by J. Wolf. Let's go. I think I talked about this one already. Come up. Here it is here. You can see it here. Jump on 3. This is a YA romance because they're at a they're still in high school. Well, it's like an academy. And what series? This is the Savage Academy series, and this is book number 3. It was okay. I gave this a kind of like a high 3.5. It was all right. He's a swimmer, and that's why I read it, because I haven't read too many books on where the hero is a swimmer, and she's also a swimmer, and she's artistic. She has a twin sister. I didn't read the first book or the second book. I think you can read this out without reading the first or second book, because even though you do meet her sister and her boyfriend, and it didn't make me want to go back and read their book. Like I said, this was okay. It's on the female. She's, like I said, she's artistic, and at first she's not paying him. He's always noticed her because her reason, and she also didn't want to get involved with him because her sister, I guess in the first or second book, had a crush on this guy, but he didn't reciprocate her feelings, and her sister ended up meeting somebody else, but he always noticed, I don't even know what her name is, but he always noticed her. And like I said, both of them are on the swim team, and in this one they finally end up talking to each other. They slowly get together. It's like a little slow burn romance, and she ends up following him to a nightclub because his dad owns a club, and he want him to learn all about the club business. So even though he's in high school, at night he goes and work at the club for a little while. So she ends up following him to the club, and it goes from there. It's just mostly about them falling for each other, him finding out that some of the girls on the swim team are picking on her, and he take care of that. And I enjoyed it. Like I said, I gave it a 3.5. It didn't really make me want to go back and read the other 2 books, but it was okay. If you like YA romances, if you like reading about your characters to be on a swim team or something like that, or swimming, you never read anything on the characters being on a swim team, and just high school shenanigans going on, I think you would like this. I gave it a 3.5. It was okay, and it's book number what did I say? Book number 3 in the Savage Academy series. But it didn't make me want to go back and read the other book, so I won't be going back and reading the other book. It was okay. And next I have Takeoff. Out of all the books I read in October and November, this was my favorite, Takeoff by Evelyn Sosa. And I gave this a 4.5. This is, as you can see, a sports romance. It's an interracial romance because he is white and she's black. He falls first. And what got me in this, he is very he's going aggressive for her. He's not taking no for an answer, and I liked him when he wouldn't letting her get away with nothing. He was on her like white all right. He'd be like, nope, I see what I want and I'm going after it, and he went after it. That's what I liked about this book. And the dialogue was fan freaking tastic. I think I mentioned on here before that I like a book with good dialogue, and that's what got me. That's why I really enjoyed this. This book has some good dialogue, and I will be going back and reading the other book in this series. Really enjoyed this. It was, like I said, it was mostly about him going after her and her finally giving in, and of course, they're gonna have a breakup because he did something that she told him never, that she never I forgot what it was. She told him that she don't ever do, and he ended up doing it, and it caused them to have a breakup. But of course, he was on it. He got right back in there, and he ended up getting her back. Really enjoyed this. Highly recommend this. It's a sports romance, interracial romance. You got a smart aleck female character, and she's on her P's and Q's. She got it going on, and like she said, she don't need no man. Why he come running around here? She don't need him. But he proved to her that she do need him. This is Takeoff by Evelyn Sosa. Highly recommend. Really enjoyed it. Gave it a 4.5. Favorite book out of October and November. Favorite read of course, because I read it on Kindle and I enjoyed it so much, I had to go buy it. And next I had Heart's Desire. Let's find that. All the rest of these I think are historicals. I finally read Gail Wilson. This is book number 1 in the Heart's Desire series. And this is a Harlequin romance. I read the other 2 books. I can't think of the name of those. I read them along quite a while ago. And the third book in the series was because you know I read it out of order. You know I'm already reading out of order. And the third book was my favorite out of this whole series. This one was okay. I gave this a 3.5. It was okay. It was nothing I want to go back and read again. This is on Emily Fairfax and Dominic Maitland. He has a tragic past. You got a troubled hero, a sassy heroine, and they meet because when it starts, he's on a mission. He runs a spy thing for the government. It's set in England, and he runs like a spy ring because it kind of, I don't want to say it's set in the Napoleon War, because Napoleon has been captured and he's been sent to wherever they sent him to. But he's Dominic is still trying to find out who was this man in their government giving out information to Napoleon, because they had a spy in their organization. So he's trying to find out who that is. So while he's out there trying to get information, he gets attacked. Somebody tried to kill him, and he ends up over Emily's father's house, because Emily's father is running, like, he worked for the government and he's running that department of the government, maybe the spy department, I don't know. But anyway, Dominic ends up going there when he gets hurt. He ends up going there and talking to Emily's father, and that's where Emily first meets Dominic. In this one, I wanted more between the 2 main characters, because every time they got together, they were either arguing about something, or she was misunderstanding the whole situation. She was always misunderstanding something. That's what I ain't like about this. And then she would end up going to apologize when she found out that what she had misunderstood was, all out of it. Wasn't what was really going on, because she always got a misunderstanding of the whole situation. I didn't like that. Why you gotta always make her not understanding what is going on, and she always got to go back and apologize out after the fact? I didn't like that. And it looked like I was like, where did they fall in? Where did they fall in love? What scene? Did it happen that they fell in love at? They just happened to start liking each other without having really any serious conversation between the 2 of them or anything, because he didn't want to get involved somewhere. And let's just say Dominic had a trouble past with his dad, so he always been to himself, keep to himself. He don't get involved with nobody, but he ends up that's why he always end up pushing her away. So it was just a lot going on with this, but it was okay. I gave it a 3.5. Do I want to read again? No. Did it have any special moments? I didn't get those special moments. I love special moments. I didn't get any special moments. I didn't get any special, like I said, I like the dialogue. I didn't get those good dialogue moments between the 2 main characters. It was nothing there, because I was like, when did y'all fall in love? Because every time I read something, y'all was always arguing about something. So yeah. And that's the Heart's Desire, book number 1 in the Heart's Desire series. I finally finished that series. Gave this a 3.5. Next, I read A Man's Touch by Deborah Falcon. I thought I had read this, but when I read it, I didn't remember nothing. So I guess I never read it before, because I didn't have nothing to bring back any memories where I had read this book. And this is on Cougar. He's half Native American and half white. He ends up falling for Rosalie Gaylord. She is like an artist. She's coming from New York or somewhere. She worked for a newspaper, and she's coming to the West to, do a lot of paintings of the West. And of course, those 2 bump heads, because he tells her she need to go back to New York. She's not wanted in the West. What is she doing out here? A lone female out here in the West. in a hard country like this, and yeah, why are you even out here? And you need to go back. And of course, he got some feelings toward the white people because, like I said, he's Native American. He was brought up with the Indians, and I think his village got attacked by, I think, was it Custard? So this might have some triggering for some people because he does go over what happened with when his village got attacked, and let's just say he still got some memories from that, some PTSD from that, and let's just say he's not too fond of the white man. But he is friend with this white guy. He owns a trading post, and that's where he meets Rosalie. He meets her at this trading post because he ended up going there with he has some cows and horses that he's going to give to the guy at the trading post. He's gonna sell some horses, and he's gonna sell the guy at the trading post some horses and some cows. I think he had some cows also. And his name is Cougar because he had 3 cats. He had 3 cougars. And I was like, did you have to get a man 3? Could we at least have 1 or 2? So he done brought up these cougars, and he had 3 cougars that goes with him. But it was just a lot of back and forth. And of course, the female ends up getting kidnapped because the trading post ends up getting attacked. And she get kidnapped along with the guy who owned the trading post son. His son also it's a little young boy, ends up get her and him get kidnapped, and Cougar have to go and rescue them. But it was okay. I gave it a 3.5. It didn't have those special moments in this one either. It was just an okay read. I wanted to finish it. It wasn't anything I wanted to put down. It did keep my interest because I wanted to see was he gonna, how he was gonna get her back and the boy back, and how were they going to end up together? Because he was fighting it hard. He wasn't going to be with no white woman, but yeah, he of course, he ends up with her. And I gave it a 3.5. A Man's Touch, Deborah Falcon. It's nothing I want to go back and read, so I'll probably be getting rid of this. I also read Island Star by Kit Gardner. This is a Harlequin historical. I gave this, what did I give this? I also gave this a 3.5. I think I gave most of these a 3.5 or a 3. This one was okay too. This is on Oliver King and what is her name? Alexa Fairfield. Oliver owns his own shipping company. And when it started, he's at his shipping company. Is it in Chicago? I forgot where he's at. But this is set in America. And he's at his shipping company, and his mother shows up with his fiance. He has a fiance. But he also get a letter from his father's solicitor letting him know that his father has been killed or has passed away, and he needs to come because his dad stays in Barbados, and Oliver needs to come to Barbados for the reading of the will, and he can't get around it. He has to go. He has to show up for the reading of this will, and so he ends up putting off his marriage. It wasn't a marriage. They weren't in love. It was a marriage. It was going to be a marriage of convenience because his fiance father and Oliver wanted to merge their companies together, of course. And what better way than for Oliver to marry his daughter? So he ends up putting the wedding off and ends up going to Barbados. And of course, he falls for Alexa. That's where he meets Alexa Fairfield in Barbados, because she's going to end up being part owner of this plantation that his dad left him. He left part of it to Oliver, and he left part of it to Alexa. And so it's going to go from there, because he's going to fall in lust with Alexa, and he's not going to want to go back to Chicago and see about his business, because that's when he's going to get a telegram telling him that his business is falling apart because he hasn't been looking at. He been trying to stay in Barbados, trying to get Alexa. So it's going to go from there. I really did. I enjoyed it. And this is another one. I wanted to finish it. It wasn't one I could have put down. No, I wanted to know what was going to happen, because when he get to Barbados, he also find out that his dad, because at first he just thinks that his dad passed away. But when he get there, he finds out that they're saying that Alexa's mother murdered Oliver's dad. because Oliver's mother goes to Barbados with him because she left his father because she was saying that Oliver's father was cheating with Alexa's mother a long time ago, and that's why she left him. But as the story goes on, you'll find out what really happened. So they're saying that Alexa's mother, they found Alexa's mother and Oliver's dad together, and they saying that Alexa's mother murdered Oliver's dad. And so we got a little murder mystery going on. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 3.5, but like I said, it didn't have those special moments for me. The dialogue, it was okay, but it wasn't catchy like I like. It was just okay. It was just an okay read, and I gave it a 3.5. Alan Star by Kit Gardner. Next, I read Lorraine Heath. I also gave this. What did I give this? I think I gave this a 3.5. And this is in a series. This is book number 5 in the Sins for Season series. The Earl Takes a Fancy. This is my first book by Lorraine Heath. I gave it a 3.5. It was okay. It was another okay read. And you have Fancy True. Is that True Love or True Love? And Matthew Summerby. Matthew his wife has passed away, and his wife ends up, I guess before she died or anything, she sent something to the newspaper to be posted in the newspaper, telling about what a good husband he would make and all this stuff. So when this letter come out in the newspaper, of course you got all the females trying to get his attention now, that because after that glowing paper came out on how good a husband he was, and he was like, what is she doing, because their marriage wasn't that good. He was like, what is going on? So he ends up leaving and hiding, going, just renting him an apartment somewhere and just hiding out from all these females who are trying to get his attention. And that's how he meet Fancy, because Fancy owned a bookstore across the street from where his apartment is. And so that's how these two are going to get together. It's going to go from there. It was okay. It didn't have those special moments that I like. It didn't have that stuff that'll catch you and make you want to read this book again. This book did not make me want to read it again. It was okay. It's just about him afraid to fall in love because of what happened to him in his first marriage. Because he said that his wife only married him for his money, so he's weary of falling in love again. But of course, he's going to fall in love with Fancy, and it's going to go from there, of them trying to get together and stuff like that. And this is The Earl Takes a Fancy by Lorraine Heath, book number 5 in the Sins for Season series. It was okay to me. It didn't make me want to, when I read it, it didn't make me want to go back and read the first couple of books in the series. But I bought quite a few Lorraine Heath books because I heard people talk about how good a writer she was and they enjoy her books. So I've just been picking her books up. So if I do have a book that was in this series, I will read it. But as far as me going and picking up any more books in this series, no. But if I already have them, I will read them. And the last book here I have is another Harlequin historical. I gave this a 3 stars. This is book number, what is this book? Book number 3 in the Penniless Bride of Convenience series by Margaret Kay. The Inconvenient Ellswood Marriage. I gave this a 3 stars. This didn't do it for me. You have Daniel and Kate. This is a marriage of convenience because Daniel, this is another father-son, let's just say him and his father didn't get along. So when he got old enough and he ran away and joined the military, and then he was never at home. He's always away. And I think when he got out of the military, he just started doing, I think he became a spy or something. He was still in the military, but I think he's a spy or something like that. And he's always gone. And when his dad passed, he found out about that. So he came back to take care, see what he needed to do with the house and all this. And that's where he meets Kate, because Kate's dad was running the, he ran the accounts. He ran the house for Daniel's dad. But Kate has been doing it because her dad is down sick also. So when Daniel shows up, Kate kind of asked him to marry her because she was like, if you take this place, we don't have anywhere to live, and I can't just stay here running this, running the house and all this stuff when it's really supposed to be her father doing that. And so him and her work out a deal where she ends up marrying him. But you don't see any of this. This is just in the first, what is this, the prologue, where you see where she asked him to marry her. And then we go on, what year is this? 1820. So when we come back, it's 1831. So they've been married for a while. I didn't like that jump. I didn't like that part. But I guess they had to do it to get to where we're at, because he marries her, but then he goes back to wherever he was at, doing whatever he's doing, and they haven't been together. They just marriage in name only. And you find out in this section where someone comes and tell her that he's been hurt, and she ends up going there and taking care of him and bringing him back. And that's where this picks up, where one more book that I read. Let's get that one. S.E. Wendel came out with her third book in the Monstrous series. Let's see, can I get it here? And it's called Sweetling. I really enjoyed this one too. I gave this a 4.5. This is going to be on a fae who has moved to the human realm. He left his fae kingdom because the queen there is corrupt, and she was supposed to be and gave up her crown. I guess a certain amount of years, you'll be queen for a certain amount of years, and then you give up your crown and you move on to wherever you're supposed to go to. But she don't want to let loose of her crown, and she's been the queen for I don't know how many years, and let's just say it's corrupt there, and he ends up leaving there and going to the human part of the world. He ends up getting him some land there, but you'll find out about him. If you read book 1 and book 2, you'll find out some about the fae male, and especially in book 2, it talks more about him. And in this book, he ends up buying some land, and he also feel a pull toward this female. She's a barmaid, and he feel like she's his fated mate, so he ends up asking for her hand in marriage from her uncle. Well, he asked for her hand in marriage, but his uncle said that she's an indentured servant, which she's not. So he lied about that. Her uncle is a mess. So he ends up purchasing her, which he think, it's supposed to be done like that, but it's not. So there's going to be a contention between him and her, because she's going to think that he paid for her, when really he didn't know. He just believed what her uncle told him. But she finds out, and it's just going to be a story of them falling in love. And I like the horse. They're able to communicate with the unicorn. I'm not going to call him a horse. He's a unicorn. And I also like the house that he's built, because he's magic. So everything around in that little area where he lives is magical. His house is magical. His house can have feelings and stuff like that. I really, really enjoyed this. I highly, highly recommend this book. This is Sweetling by S.E. Wendel. This is book number 3 in the Monstrous series, a Monstrous World series, book number 3. Really, really enjoyed it. Gave it a 4.5. All right, guys. I hope I got all this recorded down, because, yeah. I looked up and it looked like it had stopped recording. So I hope I got everything I needed to record on there. If not, you'll get half of it. Hopefully you'll get some of it. All right, guys. That's all I have for now. Until next time, keep reading those romances, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye. And I had one.